Hello everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. As you see, I'm not in my home, I'm actually in holiday in Spain. Yes, I'm lucky. So I will try to ensure the review of the new VIP heroes who came out 2 days ago. I will show you right now the Tarot Prophet. If we watch now the statistic of Tarot Prophet, we will see his statistic on the screen for 3 stars with 3 items on red color, but I already checked on itchedge.dk to see the statistics that he will have at red 1 and red 2 with 5 stars. I will tell you right after, because now my Tarot Prophet has 29k HP. 4,400 of attack damage, one good critical score with 1,100 nearly, armor class 440, magic resistance 340, so not bad, and some dodge, 32 of this dodge score, it's not bad at all. We can know that when he will be 5 stars, full red 1, he will have 41k HP, in red 2 44. Actually, when he will be red 1 5 stars, 5,600 of physical attack, it's a lot of more than now, and 7,300 when he will be red 2, so he gets a big gap when he will get more stuff. It's really important to see, because actually I'm not crazy believe about this hero. And we will see, I discover like you, I didn't test still this hero, but what I saw on the YouTube review of YouCool was not something amazing, but we will see. He will have one armor about 600 at red 1 and 680 at red 2, magical resistance 370 at red 1, 430 at red 2, and the good statistic was interesting. It's armor penetration. Now he has 81, and he will have 201 when he will be red 2. It's a really interesting statistic. Let's now see his skills. Tarot Prophet skills are interesting on the paper, except for his ultimate. We can see his ultimate is duplicate. It shows that he will copy one hero who can only launch normal attack. So more or less he will copy. It's like a clone, but with little more HP, I guess, and perhaps some defensive statistic interesting. But on the paper, his ultimate doesn't look like crazy. Gluttony. It's a green skill, so he will launch one card and on the enemy with the most HP, and stealing life based on the damage that he deals. We will see the amount of damage. The skill can be not so bad, so why not? Extermination. Rost play tarot card and attack the weakest enemy and has a chance for an extra attack. So it's the same. This on the paper, this skill look like interesting, but as a chance, I don't know. It's perhaps 50% chance. In this case, it's not bad. It can be a 2% chance. In this case, the skill is just horrible. So let's we will see after how it's going on. And the purple skill is Rost. Rost increases his own attack speed, so this is not bad too. I want to know if this skill is unactivated or if this skill is for all the time, like a passive skill. If it's passive skill, for sure it's really strong, because 61% of attack speed, it's really high. So let's now see his position in the battleground.
You shall not pass!
Tarot Prophet is a backliner, so we will see in according to the other backliner where he is exactly. I'm really curious because agility heroes in the backline, it's like Troll Princess, for example, but yes, I think Troll Princess is behind, it's right. The new sign-in hero is behind too. What we have, the Sorceress is in front, so this is good news, because perhaps he will be able to protect her. I'm still not sure, but why not? Pilot is in front, Leaf Shadow behind. What we have interesting, okay, I check Pilot, Sniper is behind. Enchantress is in front. Yeah, what we have? Professional Killer behind. Queen of Curse in front. So, really, perhaps he will be able to protect the backline. I don't know. Amber Star in front. Poison One behind. Wind Ranger, sorry, in front. In front, Nature Prophet. Tac, which one we have else? Succube is in front. Commando in front. This is not crazy good, but okay. And now Witch in front. This is not good news at all. Manipulator in front, it's okay. And the last one, we have someone, Puppet Master, is in front. So it's okay for the position. I hope he will be able to hold the backline because it don't look like crazy interesting by his positioning right now if he's not able to hold the backline. Let's see his skill in action in 1 versus 1.
Round 1. Fight!
In 1 versus 1, let's check his skill. So first skill will be now. Okay, it's a little damage and lifesteal. This is second skill with auto attack. Second free attack. Second skill, it didn't... this is the fourth skill. Okay, so it's a cast. Oh, good chain of skill. And the ultimate. The ultimate is just horrible. Oh, ultimate is horrible, but third skill look like interesting. Okay, damage are not so... how to say? They don't tell nothing right now. Let's see another fight. Let's see now in action versus a tank. So actually the third skill look like pretty interesting. The other skill are just correct. Okay, he has 1 life still. The first skill is not so bad too because it's giving him a lot of life. So if we can check, you see 3000 and now he didn't crit. But this skill, the third skill, when he's lucky, because it's a random skill, we can tell, can be really efficient because he can launch 3-4 cards sometimes. You hit every time at 10-11k, so it's really hard damage. But for the rest, it's not crazy. But look, for 4000 by lifesteal, not so bad. The clone is just a tank. This is, for me, it's the main things for the moment. We will see during the team fight, but for the moment, the main thing is ultimate, who is totally low. It's not normal to have one hero like that. It's VIP hero, okay, it can be not so good, but actually it's one of the worst ultimates that I saw in the game till now. We will see his statistics soon. Against a tank, so with a height reduction damage, because it's a physical damage for Tarot Prophet. 70k, so let's see now how it's going on during the team fight. For the first fight, I used one team random, something mix between magic and physical. I want to see if he can hold or if he has some interest there. We can see that he targets with his second kill the weakest target every time, so it's not so uninteresting. He has good lifesteal, this is not bad. The swap of Queen of Curse, who was lucky. The clone. Oh, I clone Dwarf Warrior. Useless, but I did it. Oh. Okay. Now I will target. Oh, He targets the weakest heroes, he kills it. It's not bad. He will do another clone now. Oh, Rost Fencer, attack speed. He will deal damage on the weakest one. Beam, he kill Silencer. So this skill is really interesting. The third skill is really interesting. Sorry. Lifesteal is pretty interesting too. This hero could be really better if we check the statistic. 72,000. Okay, for damage dealer, it's not crazy, but we can see that his ability to target the hero who is weak, to finish him, it can be really good. So let's see in another fight what can happen. We will see in this fight in the same time the advantage and the disadvantage of Tarot Prophet. So I let you see the fight for a while, but we can see that when he has Turtle Fighter near him and when he is blind, he loses a lot of efficiency due to his physical DPS. And we will see at the end of this fight one of his advantage, because he is not totally garbage actually, I think, but he needs some update. So first clone, he copied Dwarf Warrior. We will lose Demon Assassin who was taunt during 6 years. Okay. Our Turtle Fighter is dead. It's not bad. But we get control another time. We will summon a second clone. So this is interesting to know. We can have 2 clones in the same time. Even for a short time. And what we can see now is the targeting. What's there? He kills the cleric. So he's able to kill really quickly the weakest enemy when it's the time. But look how his output damage. 33,000 damage. It's I have no word to tell. It's agility damage dealer who is able to do 33k of damage in one fight of 1 minute and a half. It's just not possible like that. I will do last test. This test will be against one full healing team. I want to test his full damage output when he is not disturbed. So let's check now. For this last example, I want to show you the maximum damage output that he can have against one full healing team. So he will not be disturbed and he will do all what he can. So we just see the third skill, which is pretty interesting. The second skill is not so bad. He gives him more survivability, if I can tell, but the damage are really low. And last skill we increase his attack speed, all speed, global speed, if we can tell, by 60%. It's even not bad, but it's not provide so much efficiency. We can see right now that this hero has one problem. His main problem is his DPS, and he has the same output damage than a tank. So it's not normal in my thinking. We saw in the last fight that, for example, if we compare to Sorceress, he deal even not 20% of the damage of Sorceress, and there in this fight he will deal little more because nobody is disturbing him, but nothing really crazy. Still 10 seconds to wait. Okay, the timer is over, so let's check the statistic. 94k damage. It's in my thinking it's ridiculous. Even the tank, if we see Dwarf Warrior, 132 damage, 32,000 damage. It's not normal. Okay, he's 3 stars, okay, he's red, but it's damage dealer, it's not tank and it's not something else. Even Soul Hunter deal 65% of his damage. For me, it's really one problem with this hero. We will now analyze his strength and his weakness. So let's begin by the strength of Tarot Prophet. So for me, he is not all to throw away, but actually if we can check his strength, I will tell that his third skill is really interesting, Extermination, because he will focus the weakest enemy, so usually one enemy who is in lack of HP, and he will be able to kill it. So this is one good plus for one hero who is in the backline and will directly target, even if it's in the other backline hero, he will kill it, so why not? His other good point, he has really good lifesteal by this skill, who doesn't deal so much damage, but give him a good life back. So sometimes he can catch 7k, 8k HP, and it's adds some survivability for this hero who has not so much HP. Let's see now the weakness of this hero. About the weakness of Tarot Prophet, unfortunately it's a lot of points to discuss. Usually we discover some heroes in my channel who are really interesting, or at least interesting. For him, I want to tell that he's fragile, really fragile. His HP are low, 29k now, and we saw that even in Red 1 5 stars he will be 40k HP. So nothing to jump around, even if his lifesteal is not so bad, so okay, but it's fragile hero 100%. His DPS is crazy low for one physical DPS. You saw that sometimes he even doesn't deal 30k damage in one fight of 1 minute and a half. It's something not possible to imagine for VIP hero and for physical damage hero. So it's one really bad point for him. He's random, because the third skill that we saw, we can be interesting. I told that it's can be interesting skill, and I keep it. It's interesting skill, but sometimes he will throw one card, sometimes he will throw 3 cards, sometimes he will throw 4 cards. The result is totally not the same, and it's random 100%. I don't like to use a random hero. And finally, the big weakness of this hero is his ultimate, who is simply a joke. How we can do one ultimate who just spawn one clone and doesn't do something else. The clone is there, he receives damage, hit at 1k all the 3-4 seconds. So I think they can increase this hero just by this skill. If at least this hero was, the summon hero was able to cast normal skill without the ultimate, it should be one big plus, but still a random hero. So it's all for now. Let's see my final advice for this hero. Like you guessed, I will not advise to bet on this hero, because actually for VIP hero, who is a big investment for most of us, who will be perhaps in one package soon, it's investment of money, it's investment of time, of gear, of all what you want, and the result is really poor. You have some good side. I will tell that this hero is unique. It's not something that we already saw in the past, so it's one good point for you, cool. But how we can release one VIP hero with so much weakness, I don't know, but I will ensure you that actually my Tarot Prophet is red with 3 items, and that he will stay like that till they didn't do something else on him, because it's not possible to use. This review for today is now over. It's time for me now to thank you a lot, because like you saw today, I reached 1000 subscribers, and it's really much than what I was expecting, because it's just 3 months that I began to do some video about Heroes Charge. About the Tarot Prophet, I'm sorry about him, because he's not so good like we could expect. I hope they will buff him soon. In 2 days I will review the new signing assassin hero as soon as he will have all these skills up. It's not the case right now. Don't hesitate to like the video if you like my work, and to follow the channel, subscribe to the channel if you still didn't do it. For me, it's time to go, so I say you bye.